What a finale. Barry Season 3 once again stars Bill Hader, Anthony Carrigan, Henry Winkler, and Sarah Goldberg. Desperate to leave his violent past behind in favor of his newfound passion, Barry is attempting to untangle himself from the world of contract killing and fully immerse himself in acting. But getting out is messy. While Barry has eliminated many of the external factors that pushed him towards violence, he soon discovers they weren't the only forces at play. Now, I am a massive fan of this show, and I have been looking forward to this season for a while now. I binged the show over the pandemic and immediately fell in love and was just waiting to get more of the show. And finally, Season 3 has come to an end, and this season continued to just blow me away. I was just so impressed, and Barry is one of the best shows on TV right now. Now, there are so many good parts about this show, but one of the best parts about it is the acting. The performances in this show are absolutely outstanding, and of course, one of the big highlights is Bill Hader as Barry. Hader is incredible in this season. He continues to just outdo himself in each and every single episode. In the final episode, he has one meltdown in particular that had my jaw on the floor. This season had a lot of those, let me just say that. There were so many moments when I was just entranced with everything that was going on screen. It was captivating. The legendary Henry Winkler is once again great. After the end of last season, the relationship between these two characters is a little rough. Obviously because Barry killed Jean's girlfriend. And the chemistry between the two actors as well. All of it for the majority of the time, especially at the beginning of the season and at the end. There's a lot of nerve-wracking sequences and the tension is just building. Anthony Carrigan as NoHo Hank is wonderful. He is so funny. But he works so well in the season 2, he gets some fleshing out as well. If you've seen the show, you know that he has a relationship with Crystal Ball. And it's a very personal relationship that in this season kind of gets messed with. And again, there's another scene in the final episode with NoHo Hank that is just perfect. And the character that I've kind of always been off and on with is Sally. She's played by Sarah Goldberg, and I've never loved her character. For the majority of the time, she's either just whining or complaining, and she's written to be a very needy character. I still feel like that in this season. Not the biggest fan of her character, but Goldberg is great. I guess she's great at kind of portraying that. And another big thing about this show is the writing. Every single episode in this season, every single episode, had me at least laughing once, if not more than once. Every episode was hilarious. I also found myself being so shocked because of how funny it is, but also very dark. But it's equally tragic as it is funny. You have this character of Barry who just wants to redeem himself. He's done some really bad things in his past. He's trying to be better, but his past keeps just biting him in the ass. And it's a dark show. It balances the humor and the drama side of it very well. It definitely pulls out all the emotions. I will say, as funny as it is, some of the jokes are kind of hit or miss. There are some scenes that I just didn't find as funny as I think the writers intended it to be. They were just dumb moments that I feel like could have been removed from the episode, but I still do think this show is hilarious. Something else too is the directing. It is absolutely terrific. Bill Hader directed a lot of the episodes, as well as his kind of partner, Alec Berg. They created the show together and they both take turns directing episodes. And there are some awesome one takes. The camera will follow characters to kind of build up the tension, like I mentioned. Little techniques that really paid off for someone in the audience getting whatever emotion that is intended. But just going back to the writing really quick, it is so creative and witty, but just dark. It is bleak at times. But it's one of those things that I'm just amazed as to how well it is balanced. A lot of the times, tonal shifts in shows and movies can feel very odd and just not necessarily work. But Barry just manages to capture it and continue to have these moments that don't feel forced. It's wild, man. This show is bonkers. As for issues with the season, I don't think it's necessarily perfect. Some moments can slow down, and episode 7 kind of just felt like they were meandering, waiting for the big finale. A lot of it was set up for payoff, which obviously worked. I just wish that episode 7 was a little bit better, but I already mentioned it. But the final episode, it worked. The final episode is incredibly captivating. Again, the great direction and a lot of terrific performances. A lot of these moments just worked due to the performances. And when it comes to the runtime of each episode, the around 30-minute runtime that each episode has is perfect. I can't emphasize that enough because it doesn't overstay its welcome. Maybe some moments drag, but it's very rare for the show to drag. It finds a way to progress each story while not feeling too overlong. It's also a very easy show to binge because of this. So if you haven't watched Barry, I hope this review convinces you to now watch it. I do feel it is an underseen show. Not enough people are talking about it, but it's one of those shows that I just want everyone to be talking about. It's such a good show. Every single performance is outstanding. It's funny, dark, bleak, creative. There are so many different words to describe this show. It's crazy. It's just so creative, and it's something that really stands out amongst all the other shows that are airing right now and of the past shows. Give me season 4 right now. I'm gonna give Barry season 3 an A-. I'm telling you, go watch the show if you have not already. But thank you so much for watching this review, and if you did enjoy it, consider giving it a like as well as subscribing and hitting that notification bell to be notified whenever new videos like this go live. Look forward to a bunch more videos coming later this week and next week. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.